Welcome in and to another edition of the Humboldt High School School News. Actually, not really high school, Humboldt City School News.
Yeah.
We'll get back into this here. Appreciate you joining us on Veterans Day evening. And just as a program note, right at the very get-go, junior high games have been canceled tonight. So just if you're on your way, hopefully you'd already gotten the word, but if
Right.
you're on your way, that all has been canceled for this evening. So we're trying our best to get the word out there. And we have shared it on our social media today as well. Yeah. And so I know the school system's trying to get that word out. So appreciate you letting us know early.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I got that message on Tuesday, and by the end of the day, and I had looked at some text messages, and they were at the last minute. They were still trying to make it work with numbers.
Sure.
But as it was that due to the numbers and COVID, they decided that they were not going to be able to make it. That's Tipton Christian Academy. They just joined our conference this year. They're in the 1A division as well.
Sure.
With our Tennessee Middle School Athletic Association, Seth. So it makes 4 now. So we have Humboldt, we have Halls, we have Lake County, and we have Tipton Christian Academy out of Covington. So those are the 4 teams that will compete in the Class A Tennessee Middle School Athletic Association this year. That mirrors our Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association, better known as TSSAA. So we are linked up, and we are in a situation where we kind of mirror each other, and we get prepared just like our high school. And I think that's good. That's good. We still have an option in middle school whether we want to do that or not, and we made the choice to go back to doing that with Coach Ingram this year. And when I come on board in 2009 and help Coach Reed, we were doing the Middle School Association, and we moved away because of the travel schedule.
Okay.
Now, we travel a lot.
Yeah.
We've been just this week to Covington and Dyersburg, Monday and Tuesday. So, and last week we went to Covington as well with Tipton Christian, and it keeps us on the road. But you know what? It's more like the competition that you will see in the format and guidelines of a high school regional tournament, district tournament, and the like. So,
and that's what you want your junior high program.
That's what you want. So we're excited about that.
That's what you want them to do, is be ready for high school when they get to Coach Ab and they get to Coach Reed.
Yeah.
They already kind of know the flow of things. You're not teaching them all of that. You just kind of focus on the court and some new things there, adding some wrinkles in. And
excited about that.
I'm telling you. So before we get too far into the weeds on sports, I'm pretty sure you've got some school stuff that's going on. And
I'm gonna talk a little bit about school news. This past Tuesday at East Elementary, remember the big surprise I said we had?
Yeah.
We had a bike giveaway for all 70 third graders.
Yeah.
And they all got a bicycle. And this was largely in part because of the efforts of our principal at East Elementary, Miss Brittany Dokes. along with a very, very special community member we have here in Dr. Gina.
Oh, yes.
Dr. Gina made a contact with a gentleman, and I don't know his name. He has a pretty peculiar last name. I do know that, but too tough for me to say. But that gentleman flew all the way from North Carolina, I think, and was able. He runs a charity organization that gives away bikes.
Yes.
And Dr. Gina partnered with him, and they were able to give all of our third graders bikes.
Wasn't that incredible?
And they wrote essays, and they kind of built the program up to where the winners of the essays would just get the bikes.
Yeah.
But as you well know, we made it to where Dr. Gina made sure that all of our students were prepared to get bikes and helmets.
Sure.
And continued the incentive for us to work hard and for our students to work hard and receive incentives such as that. And thanks to Dr. Gina for partnering with us on that beautiful program that we celebrated on Tuesday of this week.
Yes.
That was a couple of days ago over the East. That program was at 9 o'clock. Our superintendent was on hand, Dr. Epperson. We kind of blew things up with a little music, a little celebration, a little we're on the move type of music. We also brought our cheerleaders and our football players over.
Yes.
So we made that a big deal for those students and that wrote those essays and won, and they were the first recipients of those bikes. But as a result of Dr. Gina's generosity, she was able to get all our students bikes and partner with the agency to do so, and we're excited about that. We'd like to give a big shout out to Dr. Gina.
That's fantastic. You can see pictures of all that over on the East Elementary's Facebook page. Humboldt City Schools shared that as well. I think we shared it on our page. Big day for the third grade over at East Elementary. Every third grade student receiving that bicycle. Dr. Gina runs Rainbow Pediatrics and has a care for children.
Absolutely.
And one thing you got to love about Dr. Gina, she doesn't mind if you want prayer right there. She'll stop right in her office.
She'll stop and pray for you.
I'm telling you.
I think that's outstanding. She's a young lady that she walks her faith out. A lot of us talk. But she talks the talk and she also walks the walk. And we love Dr. Gina, and we again give her a special shout out and a great big thank you on behalf of Humboldt City Schools for making the bike program a possibility.
That was awesome. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir. Moving right along, we have some going to just go with some things that I've termed here as instruction projects, and then we got a few additional notes and got some things going on with our strategic school plan and monitoring, some ESSER grants that we have and how we're looking at spending that money. And then another special grant we have coming. So I'm going to just start from the top.
All right.
I'm going to start with a couple of instructional things that we have going on in our district. Dr. Beeman, he's expert in classroom management and behavior. He's going to be with us Monday and Tuesday, November the 15th and 16th at the Humboldt Junior Senior High School.
Okay.
What he simply does is gets in the classroom and he deals with our faculty and our staff regarding instruction and how you deliver that instruction in a way that our students can respond. And he deals on the line of behavior, how we respond to behaviors that are maybe not acceptable in the classroom, and how to teach those students when we're encountering a little conflict with them. So that's been a great help. Thanks to Miss Joselda Porter, who is actually making that happen with Dr. Beeman. I think she's also helping with that is Michelle, maybe behind the scenes on that as well. But Dr. Epperson has given Joselda Porter the great, huge responsibility of making sure our teachers are getting the resources they need to give the instruction that's needed for our students in the classroom, and that's very important. We're hitting that hard, and I want to just give a big shout out to our PD director, Miss Joselda Porter, for doing a great job and working closely with our teachers, our instructional coaches, and making sure we're delivering the instruction we need to our students.
Fantastic.
And I want to just add that it's about when Dr. Beeman comes, he also talks about just setting up the classroom and how it should look, and some key needs that the classroom should portray and display in order to get that instruction across that we need for that state testing that's so emphasized these days with our students.
Yeah.
So we love the instruction and the instruction piece that we're attacking with our Miss Joselda and Miss Michelle doing a great job of getting the people in that has the expertise in dealing with students. And when you're dealing with a situation like ours, with our test scores, you want the best.
Yes.
You want to target some strategies that take place in order to get the instruction across to students that's needed. And once again, we're doing a good job of that, and we're attacking that from the top. And that's one of the things that Dr. Epperson has emphasized as well, and what the board wants her to do academically. We want to be performing at a level that our students are at a point to where they are performing on the level of the state or better.
Yes.
State expectations or better. So we're doing that. Our efforts to do that is ongoing, and will continue to be ongoing throughout this year.
Fantastic. And, earlier today, Humboldt City Schools participated. Have they done this before, being in the Veterans Day Parade? Is this the first year?
They've actually always, that I remember, and you may remember this as well, my first Veterans Day program was in 2009.
Okay.
And you and Donald Baskerville was at the First Baptist Church.
Yes.
At Sugar Creek.
Yes.
Now named. And you guys did a wonderful performance.
Yeah.
You caught my eye. You know why? Because you played that piano like I've never seen a white boy play a piano before.
That's funny stuff. That's funny.
You were in the category of Elvis and Elton John and all of that. I said, who is on that piano? But that's
funny.
Hey man.
Yeah, I know they've always had the program.
Yeah.
The parade feels like something. I know they've done it a couple of years. Humboldt City Schools is participating. I know they've done today. They've already been 10 o'clock this morning. You all were in that parade.
Yes.
Is that just central office? Will the kids go? How does that work?
As far as I know, our band got the invitation to go, and the parade is actually has taken place, and we were invited to go down and just perform as a band. And of course, our school system always sends representatives to represent our veterans. Such an integral part of our society. Veterans, without veterans, we don't have the freedoms, as well as I do, that we have to carry on the activities that we do in the United States. So hats off to our veterans, but we do have a representation with our band. They'll be playing, and it'll be central office staff represented at the parade, and I think I'm on that list. So hopefully I'm there by now.
You should. Well, it should have been long over by this point. That's right.
That's right.
Well, I know the band's always participated. They've always played in the service. But this year,
parade
in the parade. That's awesome. And this band is coming a long ways.
I'm proud of our band. Dr. Cosby Smith is his name, and Charles Haney. They're doing an exceptional job. We've also got a Flag Girls as well.
Yes.
So
it's all coming back.
It's all coming back, and we're building this thing, Seth, and I'm excited about our band.
You think they'll play any at basketball games? I know that's not normal, but
Coach Ab has already asked that happen.
Wonderful.
We just have to pick the spots, and we have to give him that accommodation and make sure that our band, and it won't be, we don't have many members.
Yeah.
But we do have a good sound for the members that we have in
and
the recruiting
process. And you put that in a gym where those acoustics, you don't have to have many.
It rocks.
And, if they were playing, instead of you having to play that music from your phone, if we could ever get to that day where they were booming it out.
Son, it's coming. It's coming, and I'm excited about it.
That atmosphere.
Yes.
It'll bring that student section. I noticed the other night at the junior high game when they played at home, I can't remember who they were playing that night. This is terrible. Anyways, they were playing at home.
Okay.
The student section was very loud.
It was.
And they were sitting over close to the boys' locker room.
Yeah, was it Haywood County?
It was.
Haywood County.
It
Saturday,
was.
Yeah.
And that was just, I love seeing that. It's been a while, and I know our basketball program's been successful.
Right.
But you just feel a different vibe right now in the entire school system, and that's bleeding over into sports.
I agree, Seth. The atmosphere on Saturday was awesome. It was a packed house.
Yeah.
Hadn't looked at our numbers regarding finances, but I will say that we probably had 300 plus.
Wow.
Maybe no, I take that back. Maybe between 2 and 250.
Okay.
At least 2 and 250.
Yeah.
Regarding a Saturday evening game starting at 12:30.
Yeah.
And ending at 3.
Wow.
I tell you, it was an awesome atmosphere, and hats off to our athletic program, and I think we're doing a good job, and it hangs on the hat, and I'm going out on a limb here.
Yes, sir.
Of the success and the playoff berth of our football team.
Yeah.
It gets everybody excited.
Yeah.
You have the sharing of athletes that play basketball and play football, and football season is definitely in now.
Oh, it is.
And Coach Ab, I spoke with him the other day, and I know we're bleeding over on sports. You know,
oh, it is. It's okay.
It's just in me. He's getting prepared, and he's going to an occasion where he'll be playing on Saturday, and we'll talk more about that a little later.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere, back to our initial statement, the atmosphere for athletics in that gym is wonderful. You're seeing all the students support everything, girls basketball on the middle school level, every activity regarding the middle school that our high school attends, we're getting that participation, and it's unprecedented. I'm excited about it.
Even goes back to that last home game for football where Halls came to town.
Yeah.
Just a different vibe. And there was, you're in the driver's seat of your destiny at that point, seeing them take care of business and the crowd get into it. Now, Memphis was a long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
That was hard for people to get to.
Memphis was tough.
And I saw posts, people bashing people for not going, and I'm like, that's a long way to expect people to drive.
Oh, yeah.
Lake County's going to be a trip.
It is.
But we need fans in the stands. We need you to get there.
Right.
We provide the live stream for you.
Yes.
Those that can't get off and go. But if there's any way possible Friday night, I just got to put that out there. Please try to go. I'm making accommodations to go, and we're gonna make sure we got it on the air. And
good for you.
There's gonna be some fish dinner before, because you can't go to Lake County and not eat fish from real food.
I'm indulging in that as well. You know that, right? I'll be there. I've already told Dr. Epperson I got to get the team and the cheerleaders a meal.
Yeah.
And on the way.
Yeah.
With the meals that I carry to them for post-game, I'm going to stop and get my fish plate pre-game.
That's right.
And I'll be sitting on full and ready to see those Vikings go up against those Lake County Falcons.
So, not to get ahead of you there, but what else do you got before we start talking too much? I know we've got a lot of sports to talk, though.
Yeah, got a few projects going on. We're going to do some things going on at Stigall in the lighting and camera department, just getting everything looked at as far as our facilities, looking at some alternative school renovations in the form of getting rekeyed and getting some safety issues addressed there with our alternative school. Had a report come out with our fire marshal, so we're addressing those issues that we are having to address to make our buildings safe. Our alternative school, our buildings and facilities within our district at the high school. We're just have a project manager in Victor Horton.
Okay, yeah.
Dr. Epperson brought on a project manager to oversee that, and he works closely with our maintenance department as I work closely with our custodians, and we just want our buildings and our facilities to be in the best possible shape they can for our fans, our community members, and of course our students and faculty and staff there, so that we're having it a safe environment with the use of our cameras that we need to address, and then the lighting that is we're needing to address it at East End and some of our surrounding areas with Humboldt Junior Senior High School and Stigall as well. So we're doing a good job, and I want to mention Jennifer Roden is over our Safe Schools, and she does a good job in working with Victor and just making sure our facilities are safe and a good environment for all that visit to take part in the activities that we present. So
fantastic.
That's a little bit about our projects that are going on at our school. Of course, our food services. I want to talk a little bit about with Miss Jenny Hatch.
Yeah.
Our PEBT. That's the pandemic program, let me get it right, the pandemic program that offers the students meals when they were unable to attend. Well, that's still going on, Seth.
Okay.
And if all the parents in our district were issued a card. Now, you parents, hang on to those cards because they're going to be loading those cards again around December. Don't know when, if it's the early part of December or the end of December, but they'll be loading those PEBT cards again, and we will be receiving, if I'm not mistaken, about $300 per student.
Okay.
So keep those cards. That funding will be dropped on those cards in December. And if you have any questions or comments about when, or you need more information about that, you should have already signed up. You should already have your cards. That will be loaded on your cards in December. Call Jenny Hatch at our central office at 784-2652. And that's what we have going on with our food services.
Yeah.
Now, I do know that they'll be serving some Thanksgiving dinners as well.
Yes, they
will. So in order to do that and find out when your child is, you want to eat with your student, you call the school and see when that Thanksgiving meal is going to be served. And I tell you, that's the times I like to visit all the schools. Get all the Thanksgiving dinners I can get. And that will be my appetizer leading up to my big Thanksgiving dinner, which will be at my house.
That's right. Well, these athletes got to train.
That's right.
We got to get ready for Thanksgiving.
We got to get ready. I'm in training. I'm in training. But, yeah, I also want to talk about our Google training that's going on in our district. We're discussing different trainings and different ways of using the Google training program that Dr. Epperson is so high on. And I'll always revert back to you and a lot of the Google Docs that I received, and I didn't know what I was getting from you early on. So you tapped into my interest when it come to Google when I didn't even know what I was doing. So I got to give you a little credit there. I got to give you a credit on that one, Seth. But our district is doing Google Classroom with our teachers and our staff, and we're meeting. And again, a familiar name with professional development is Joselda Porter. She is making sure, along with Miss Heather Taylor, that all our classrooms are being set up. There are deadlines to be set up on Google training for our teachers and our staff to have their Google Classroom set up on their computers, and we're excited about that. Yeah. And it's a transition because when you go into a new program regarding and Google is free. Some of the things that you encounter with Google are free, and we are excited about that. And when you transition into a new way of doing things regarding instruction, there's always a transition period that we have to buy into. Yeah. And our teachers are doing that, and Miss Joselda is helping them do that along with Miss Heather Taylor, so we're excited about that. We also, Seth, I want to talk about something that we've got that's new coming up, and that's the epidemiology. All right. I know that's a mouthful, but what that is a grant that we're receiving to target some things in our district regarding testing. All right. Yes, so we are getting grants to better serve our environment with testing. Sure. I had some material on it. I thought I brought it in with me, but evidently I've misplaced that. That's okay. Anyway, I will be giving you more information about that. Michelle Lewis has actually been handed that responsibility with that grant of epidemiology, and it is going to make sure that we have the things necessary to maintain a good testing environment for our students. Wonderful. And you know as well as I do, preparing our students to test is just important as making the test and being there the day of and actually taking it. So that is grant money that we're going to look at real closely and use to our advantage, getting the necessary pieces in place for us to test properly, to have the best possible environment for testing. And as I said, Miss Michelle Lewis is overseeing that grant and doing a fine job, and we are alongside her helping myself and Victor Horton. So wonderful. That's just a little information about us. We have to use that money, and the grant total, I don't have that grant total in front of me, but we have to be using that money by July the 22nd, and I'm communicating with Victor Horton and determining how we're going to get our buildings right, get the testing set up, facilities prepared, to better serve our students with a plan that we'll roll out here before the July 22nd, 2022 deadline. I said July 22nd, but July of 2022.
Okay.
So that's where we are with that.
All right.
We are dealing with still our ESSER 3 grant monies is coming down, and we're still looking at how we're going to distribute that money and the things that we're going to do to make some things happen in our district regarding that funding. I'm excited about that. We're placing that money where it needs to be in our educational system. Sure. And that's largely in part on the vision of Dr. Epperson and how we need to use that money, and where we're putting it. Google Classroom is one of those pieces that we're enhancing. We're just the classroom management and instruction with our teachers. That's where we're using that money to enhance that piece, and we're continuing to do the things that we need to do to get the bids and use the options that we have with the money that we're getting. So we're excited about that.
Great.
And we got always. Our strategic plan is in place to where a strategic plan is simply how we're running our different programs and how we're actually maintaining, instructing, and overall operation of our school district. And that is a plan that's put together in a big old book. It's called our strategic plan, and it targets everything that we do in education, and we're working to update that. We're working to make sure that we have our I's dotted and our T's crossed. Sure. Because that plan is presented to the state, and that's what they expect you to go by and how you operate regarding your facility and your school district. So that's a continual process that we're working on as well. And, of course, the monitoring, we're continuing to monitor our buildings, and we're continuing to address the different issues that are taking place within our facility, within our instruction, and the overall monitoring piece by Dr. Epperson. It goes without saying, man. She's just a great visionary.
Yes.
And she is a consistent monitor of students, staff, academics, sports, athletics. It's just the whole big picture that she encompasses with our school district, and she's great at what she does. She had her yesterday. She had her inspiring administrators meeting out to the hospital.
Yes,
I think that was round 2.
I saw that,
and she delivered a great program. And I'm not going to play spoiler on that one.
Sure.
I would like for her at some point to come on and talk about that and how that's going. And I only just do a few things to get her core group prepared for those trainings, but she's had 2 inspiring administrative trainings, and I know other people in other districts has contacted her to come, and as you well know, that when you have a leader such as that, that you have a lot to share, and you want to share it with those individuals who inspire to be administrators someday.
That's right.
Happy about that, and that's about it with our school news. I know I've covered a lot, but I said I would, and I wanted to, because it's more going on at Humboldt Junior Senior High School and Humboldt City Schools than just sports.
That's right. But we got a lot of sports going on. Right. And we moved now to that side of things, as I know you're a busy man. You've got to get running, but we're going to try to touch on this here. Junior high basketball, I guess. Is that where you want to start?
Let's start right there.
They have been busy, man.
They have.
They played Monday night and Tuesday night. Monday night, they were up at Covington.
They were.
Crestview, Covington Middle.
Right.
Now, I'm looking here. I think the girls got to win.
Girls got to win.
43-33?
43-33. It was a good win. Girls basketball on the junior high level, it's making a turn for the better. You know, there for a while we struggled with numbers. There for a while we struggled with wins. Yeah. And now those core group of young ladies have come on, largely in part by Coach Green and Coach Kiera. Coach K, I want to brag on Coach Kiera, the assistant there.
Yes.
She has a great relationship with those young ladies, and just on doing more than just athletics. She targets a lot of behavior outside the realm of the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
She deals with young ladies' behavior. She deals with young ladies' appearance, and she deals with young ladies how they need to represent themselves as young ladies. So she has done a fabulous job, and in a good partnership with Coach Terrell Green. And Coach, of course, our male coach that coaches females. It's a special calling there.
Yeah.
But I tell you that when you can get a match like Coach K, which I refer to her as Coach K, it's Kiara Dotson.
Yep.
And Coach Green, he likes to coach and she likes to coach and take care of the young ladies and their needs outside of the realm of the gym and basketball, and it's a good match.
He's focused on the game. She's focused on even statistics and even beyond that. She's the one that sends me the score sheets. I'm looking at it on my phone.
She's
by
awesome.
the way.
She's awesome.
I misquoted that. They won 32-14 over Crestview.
Yeah.
The other one I think was the boys.
Right.
The boys, did they get a win at Crestview as well?
No, they didn't.
They lost.
That's right. And that may have been the boys' score that we may have quoted.
Yeah.
But, our boys dropped one to and then they dropped one, I think, to let's see.
Now they got to win this week.
Got to win. Yeah, they did.
They got to win at Three Oaks.
I'm thinking about Haywood Saturday.
That's right. Haywood Saturday thumped us.
They kind of
tried to claw back, but it was just a little too late.
That's right. They kind of had their way with us. Haywood had their way with us on Saturday, but we were able to bounce back and get a win with
Three Oaks.
Three Oaks. There we go. Man, it's all running together.
Oh, it's okay. I want to just say an outstanding performance by, let me look at this. It was Kendall McLemore.
Yeah, I know her.
28 points.
Yeah, that's my stepdaughter.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's my stepdaughter. She loves it. She's burning it up, and it's a lot of things she's got to work on now.
Sure.
But you know what I like about Kendall? She's a kid that she absorbs competition.
Yeah.
She loves it. She wants to compete. You can get on her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and she's going to come back and she's going to respond and she's going to perform. And I like her leadership as well, giving her leadership qualities with the other students and encouragement. Yeah. And we've had that before in the girls' program, but not in a while.
Right.
Not in a while. So.
And then the boys came out against Three Oaks, and leading scorer on the boys' team was Trey Owens.
Yeah,
come out of the gate
Owens, man.
What happened?
Yeah, Greg Lennon's grandson, and I don't know. He just come out the gate on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 11 points.
Good
You got
for him.
Javion Smith with 9.
Yes.
You had Jeremiah Jones with 7. Those were your top leading scorers. He ended up winning that game against Three Oaks 51-46 in Dyersburg.
Yeah, and that on the road win, it was exciting. I attended that game as well, and I'm going to tell you, these boys are starting to get their feet under them.
I was going to say, they're coming to their own now.
Yeah, they're getting rid of that football. They're realizing they're holding the basketball now, and I think you're going to see a big improvement as the year goes on. And hats off to Coach Ingram and Coach Shivers for making sure that these guys transition properly, giving them the opportunities that they need. Because we had 6 of those guys to participate Saturday after the Haywood ball game.
That's right.
In an all-star game over at TCA.
That's right.
Yeah, over at TCA. They participated in the North-South All-Star game. And I tell you, let me read the names of those kids on our team again. Ketavious Justice. DeMario Shivers.
Okay.
Kevian Taylor. Jeremiah Jones. Montravius Sturdivant. And Keyshawn Cole.
Yeah.
Those were selected to the North All-Star team. And that game was played this past Saturday over at TCA. And the teams that represented the North was Humboldt, Henderson, Milan, Three Oaks, Northview, and Lexington, and South Gibson Middle.
Yeah.
So those were all the representatives for the North, and we all had student athletes on those teams, and we were one of the top-heavy groups with 6 on the team.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
Now we move in a little bit closer to high school here.
Yes.
Football's still in play.
Mm-hmm.
Got Coach Ab chomping at the bits to get going here.
Absolutely.
He's got a game coming up Saturday that is a jamboree.
Yeah.
Do they go ahead and play that jamboree without their football players? Is that what happens?
They do. They go ahead and play that football game without their players. He has players on the team, and we've had a discussion about that.
Sure.
And we leave that up to Coach Ab, whether he wants to do it or whether he doesn't want to do it. And that's even not a question.
Yeah.
If he has the bodies, he's going to play.
Well, yeah. You want to give him the experience.
Yeah, they want to give those guys the experience that don't play football, and they're going to play. And I think we play Obion County beginning at 4.
Yeah.
And the girls will play at 4:45, if I'm correct.
Where it really gets interesting, folks, is Humboldt just keep winning out, and when they go to state,
hey,
you got basketball going, you got football going. I mean, it's just like you don't know where to go.
Hey, you're a visionary, aren't you? I like it.
But I mean, here's the deal. Lake County's a winnable game, and I know I'm bouncing back and forth kind of like a ping pong here, but Lake County's a winnable game. When you look back, I know we got beat 42-0, and that's what everybody looks at. But, folks, I've seen these games, and I'm telling you, this is not the same Viking team that played Lake County early in the season.
Right.
And – we're not shooting ourselves in the foot as often. Now, the defensive pass interference calls last Friday night hurt us.
Yeah, they did.
But, there was some question there as if it was really happening or not. Refs were saying we were pulling jerseys. You go back and look at film, you can't see it.
Right.
If it wasn't much. And so you just got to play the hand you're dealt, and they did that. They pulled 3 and 1.
I agree. We held them to 8 points, correct?
Yes, 30. And that's another question I got. Everybody's score says 31-8.
Yeah.
We don't have a kicker. How did that happen?
Oh, yeah. I think it might have been 32. It's supposed to be 32.
Everybody says 32 or 31, and that's why in the Humboldt Chronicle I went ahead and put 31.
Yeah.
TSSAA's website says 31.
It can't be possible.
No. I was like, I'm sitting here in Humboldt knowing we don't have a kicker. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
I say we don't have a kicker. He's not kicking. He's not kicking field goals.
Yeah.
He's kicking kickoffs.
No field goals were kicked in that
right.
game, definitely. I watched it from start to finish right below Chance as he live streamed it.
Yes.
And I saw the last touchdown, and that last touchdown and 2-point conversion made it 32.
Yeah.
So,
hey. I mean, we're not splitting hairs over 1 point, but I'm just like, how did that happen? And everybody, Max Preps, Coach T, all of those have 31.
Yeah, I don't get it. Something they missed. I don't know in the reporting process because I didn't report that score.
Yeah.
The home team is always has the responsibility of reporting that score. So, nevertheless, we're going to take 31-32. We win. We get away with a win at Memphis first round.
Huge.
It hadn't been done in a while, so I'm excited about moving to Lake County and seeing what happens.
All right, we know it's been a 5-year playoff drought that was ended.
Right.
How long had it been since we won a playoff game? I haven't been able to find that.
You asked me that question, and I failed to get you.
That's okay.
To that.
No, that's okay.
I need to do that, and when I call, maybe we can have that when we live stream that game on Friday. We're going to have that information ready for our parents because I want to know.
That's interesting because we're in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
not just
exactly
make the playoffs, but win and keep going.
Exactly.
And if you beat Lake County, you play Peabody.
You play Peabody, and hey, you have to. As I heard a fan on 93.7, as I listened to it on the way home last Friday night, you gotta play the best.
Yep.
In order to be the best.
Yeah.
And it's just no bones about it. In 1A football, Trenton is the best.
Yeah, they are.
And to be in that category and to know that you have to go through them and you have to shoot for them with the rival that we have, they're just north of the border. We're excited. And, we may be in the best possible position, Seth, of any, because you already have Lake County kind of doing a few little they're making a few gestures on social media as if to say, they've already won the game versus Humboldt that'll be played tomorrow night, and we understand that it's all in friendly competition. But I really wouldn't like to put the cart before the horse.
No.
I really have us going in at the attitude and the spirit of competition that we've shown here, and coming off a win on the road against the number 1 team, undefeated team in that area, and beating them convincingly, and then up against an opponent They kind of thumped you last time.
Yeah.
Thumped us pretty good, 42-0.
In our home state.
In our home state. Our hometown. And if I can recall, that game was stopped due to lightning.
It was.
And that was stopped at the end of the third. So we had a whole fourth quarter to go.
Yeah.
And it could have gotten ugly. My point is, I think our players, our coaches, remember that.
Yeah.
So it's time to let that sink in. Let us, as they say, chew it, digest it, and then be ready to make the adjustment to perform at a high level.
The stat that stands out to me, folks, the most on that one is 2 fumbles and 7 penalties in the first half.
Exactly.
You don't do that, that's a ball game.
It's called self-destruction.
Yeah. So please, boys, don't go in there Friday night and do that. Just take care of business. You did it. Right. You've been doing it. You took care of business at versus Halls. You went into Memphis Middle, took care of business. Lake County's just another team. You don't focus on what happened before. It's a whole, everybody goes to 0-0 when it starts the playoffs anyhow.
Nothing to lose.
That's it.
And we're excited about it. I know Coach Pettigrew will have our guys ready to go, and he's been working hard. We're going to do our part. We're going to prepare you. We're going to feed you. We're going to get you ready. We're going to get you down there. Although transportation has been a bit of a challenge, we are going to get you there.
That's right. So, nothing to lose and a fish dinner to gain. Look at that. That's right.
That's why I'm looking at it.
All right. And I think you had something else for basketball.
Let me talk a little bit about basketball because I may have made a mistake with our schedule.
Okay.
We have a jamboree at Dyersburg.
That's right. And
on
I think
Saturday.
I saw somewhere. Are we playing Obion County?
We are.
That's what I thought I saw.
The boys play first. The boys play at 4.
Really?
The boys play at 4. Excuse me. I said the boys played at 4. The girls play at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
On Saturday, annual Sonic High School basketball jamboree at Dyersburg High School. Our girls tip off at 4 o'clock p.m., and then our boys will follow at 4:45. Both teams will play Obion County.
Okay.
Yep. So I think I said the boys play at 4, but the girls they will be playing at 4 p.m., folks, and our boys will be playing at 4:45 at Dyersburg. So
excellent. Well, fantastic.
That's where we are. I think we have covered everything regarding sports, and I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
We're in postseason in one aspect, and then we're in the beginning in another one, and it's where it's overlapping, and you know what? You know me. Yeah. I love this time of the year.
Well, with trying to wear all these different hats, I want to say a great big thank you to your coaching staffs because they have been very gracious after every game. And I cannot remember the young lady's name that is sending me score sheets, especially on the boys' side.
Tamara Moore.
That's who it is.
Yes,
I saw her actually at the bank the other day, and she's like, I need to get your number. I'm supposed to be sending you score sheets. Kiara Dodson is taking care of it for Terrell Green, and I know the high school, we're going to get that worked out as well because there's some games when it's 4 nights a week. I know you're there, but when it's 4 nights a week, it's just next to impossible for my schedule for me to be there. But I want to give them the coverage that I can, and you can write good articles from those score sheets.
Absolutely.
And if I have any questions, I'll talk to those coaches and get some comments, and we'll still give them the coverage that they need. And we're working with Mr. Kendall with the yearbook staff on getting some pictures taken, and he's using that kind of as a training ground for them, maybe some of their grade as well. Had a great conversation with Mr. Kendall the other day. And so appreciate you getting us connected, and we're getting things worked out. Basketball season's going to be here now. It's actually here.
Right.
I mean,
it is. It's here. And I'm gonna name drop again. Seth,
let's do it.
Teresa Gray.
Yeah.
She is going to be keeping up with our online stat program.
All right.
So I'll have to connect you with her as well. She's going to be doing some play-by-play stats during the game.
Hey.
And she's taking Harold Miller's place. Now, you remember Harold?
Yeah. Did you have online before?
We did not have online.
It was an app.
And maybe I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. It is the app that we keep up our stats with.
Okay.
And she'll be able to give you the information you need.
Okay.
Regarding halftime stats.
Yeah.
Regarding.
I wonder if there's a way we can work it out where I don't have to touch anything, but I could see her doing it online. I wonder. When's the talk and see?
Yeah, you need to get with her. I know I have to provide some equipment for them. And we're getting close to that time.
That's awesome.
Actually, Saturday.
Yeah.
I need to get some stuff for her for Saturday. So
fantastic.
We're ready to go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching tonight, folks. Appreciate you being on here with us. We have it posted in our link, the sponsors tonight, because we're running out of time. And appreciate all of the things that's going on here in the city of Humboldt and the positivity that is around this school system and this city right now. Did you see the announcement yesterday?
I did.
Arby's is coming to town.
Yes, I heard it this morning.
Yes.
Arby's. Guess who told me?
Uh-oh.
Our food services director.
There you go. There you go.
Knows, yeah.
My kids are excited about that. It's going to be right there between Murphy Oil and Fast Pace, right in front of Walmart.
Look at that.
It's going to be awesome. We just need a good chicken plate.
Yeah, we need some chicken.
I mean, come on, Lee's. Get over here.
Yeah, Lee's.
Lord,
come on down. Come on down. I'll take a KFC.
That's what my daughter says. She loves KFC.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, now that we got you ready for supper, hope you enjoy your night. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, folks. God bless.